Cordial greeting. We are the student Hector Luque, Maribel Sanchez, Michelle Huascas, and Diana Marcela Echeverri. And today we will talk about the economic analysis of law. Michelle, continue.
How employer fault is attribute for work accident of the occupational disorder. Analysis of the ruling. Employer fault. It is now involved to prevent PPA and trading real suspensions of work from AED, Law and Economics. The count of the logic of the leasing cost about there. The employer had its capacity of the obligation to install the lifeline and supervise its cause a lawyer cause complete to the laws of the work life. Risk at the different activities and placings that the primary responsibility lying with the employed context. A worker decides after failing for the rules, there was no lifeline. Lower count acquired the company and risk for the records. The Supreme Court overturned the ruling and outlined the employer for negligence. Next, Maribel.
Thanks, Michelle. Origins and objectives. Law and economics applies microeconomic analysis to legal instruments funds will aim at promote an efficient and enhancing overall software welfare. Let's bear flexibility and I foresee as justice and prevention. To law and economic and improve at parts for legal frameworks that might make software. Cuts will improving in sensitive subfiles, particularly in the context and labor law and RO. Shifting the burden at risk to the burger made appear cuts it working for all employer in the fort and turning off this the same way negativity and externalities solve as an icon los performance and creates a public in expenditure of hello care. But I cross up the fine risks to oil employer or insurer lens to be both more if I find out more workable is it say and case is responsibility to the party bus a friend to prevent harm and always regard the cards and discussing to I impose full flexibility and I employer I mean in cases involving the workers of the negativity and negligence and closely analyze while I economic normic principle at the lead cat avoidance Oes a routine not outline experts earlier experts bar lower costs and bet it's all in I established I strong in incentivity for farms for to invest in fair prevention and effective supervision, alimentary utility, and control to safer and more safer optimal labor and conditions. This is origin and objects. Hector, please.
Thank you, Maribel. Good morning. I explain with occupational risk manager and ethical business responsibility are inseparable. Let's forget the past where the worker assumed the risk of the accident. That was unfair and totally legally unstaffed and technical failure. It's also an ethical failure with legal consequence. Risk manager start with a simple decision. How can avoid damage at the law cops in labor practice? It's the employer because it controls the work at the method and the college measure. Corporate ethical and social responsibility, CSR, it's a legal determinant. Transform prevention into a center value. A company with a CSR culture interminates the fate and reduces danger. When an organization that's not prioritized the fate, that omission is an ethical deficiency that the law and up correction the advanced of the collection action and overseen justified the conviction because it's what the employer how could avoid the harm at the lowest scope. Managing risks rigorously not only protects lives, it also protects the company, reduces expected costs, and evolves sanctionation and corporate ethical and social responsibility. Is the cultural roadmap that ensure that environments are made systematical. Thank you a lot. Next, Diana.
Thank you, Hector. Hello. In law, there are two main systems, civil law and common law or Anglo-Saxon law. Civil law comes from Roman law and is used in continental Europe and in Latin American countries, including Colombia. It is basis is within codes, civil, criminal, commercial, etc. That's try to cover all possible situations. You just apply these codes as they are written with little freedom to interpret them. This creates security and uniformity because everyone knows in advance what sanction correspond to each actions. Sentences in this system are usually proportional and fair according to the cause, which prevent abuse, although something it does not fully consider the particular detail of each case. Common law was born in England and is used in countries such as the United States, Canada, and Australia. It is based on jurisprudence, meaning past judicial decision. These decisions become binding rules for similar cases. This makes the system flexible and able to adapt to social changes. Judges play a more active role. Since they not only apply the law, but also create rule through their ruling. Regarding sentence, this system can be much more severe with very long and cumulative prison. There are extremely jail fines and in some countries the death penalty. In addition, in criminal trial, jury participate, adding a social component that sometimes seeks exemplary punishment rather than proportional sanctions. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.